Hello, good morning, and welcome to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16, Sunday, 12/12/21. Is this one a palindrome? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Nope, this one's not.
Nah.
Well, good morning, though. 7:30, a nice morning, crisp morning. A little different than yesterday morning when it was very foggy and very kind of snowy and everything else. Wicked fog last night. But luckily, it seems like most of that has burned off now. But don't worry, they got the snow plows out. You can see it right there. Got to clear the sidewalks in North Conway with my little.
Must be a fun job, you know, cruising
Oh,
around in that thing.
I think about that all the time. Like, you know, there's certain things like I would be the sidewalk snowplow guy.
Oh, there's two of them.
Uh-oh.
They're siblings.
I feel like I'm watching Star Wars. It's an invasion army.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get.
We would launch our invasion.
That's it.
Using our
snowplows.
sidewalk
snowplows.
bristles. Yeah. They're
It's
racing.
Queen Amidala herself. Yeah, that was zipping.
He took off.
Well, he knew we were watching.
I love it.
This is how we amuse ourselves. Good morning, Rob Clark here with you on this Sunday morning. Good to see you once again. Didn't get a chance to see you last Sunday, so it's nice to be able to see you again today. And with me, Matthew.
I'm here.
Matthew.
Hi. I'm here.
There's Matthew.
Hi. Oh.
Matthew.
It's
So,
me.
so Matthew,
Yes.
I talked about you last Friday night
Good.
because I went to a Anaheim Ducks hockey game.
Wow. You were out there.
And I was right there. And not the game with that amazing goal the other day. That was crazy.
Right.
But I was there, and I was talking about Matthew, and Matthew loves hockey, and he wears his hockey jerseys and everything else. So
That's incredible, man.
yeah,
I'm
we're
happy
talking
to
about
hear
you.
it.
My son got a hockey jersey when we were there, but he works for the Anaheim Ducks.
Oh, wow,
So,
okay.
So we got to see an Anaheim Ducks game. Wicked fun. You know,
They're a fun team.
Watching live hockey is just it's a treat. You know, hockey on TV is good. I'll give it that. But watching it live, to me, is just, you know, because the sounds, you get the sounds and everything else. And
You pick up the energy,
you know,
a lot more.
And, you know, hearing somebody go against the boards,
Right.
you know.
And you can hear them just go, ah, like that. You know,
Yeah.
the whole
No,
thing.
so it was a lot of fun. So we were I was out visiting my son in California.
That must have been a
And
trip.
it was a good trip. And, you know, fun times in California.
In
One of
Anaheim.
the things that's interesting is you're driving along the highway.
Yep.
And you know, on the highway, they've got these markers, you know, light markers, you know, that, you know, and they kind of like rumble strips. So if you go over, they go, and you go back, you know. And the highways just kind of, you know, they're smooth, but they kind of have some big dips and stuff like that. And of course, the first thing I'm thinking, how do they plow this in the winter? It must really mess up with the plows. And then you went, oh right,
That's
they don't
right.
have plows in the winter, so.
At least in Anaheim, you know.
At least down in Anaheim, they
few
don't
hours
have, they
north
don't have a
of
lot of snow plows down there. So, but it is funny, all the things that you think about, you know, that way. Well, what do they do about snow in the winter? You know, you see that like on sidewalks and stuff like,
Like,
that.
there's
Where do
no
they put
rust
the
in the
snow?
undercarriage of any of these cars. That's strange.
Yeah, what's up with that? Oh yeah, you see cars. It's like, is that a 1972 Chevelle in mint condition? You know,
Perfect
or semi.
condition,
I wouldn't say mint condition. You know, but it's a 1972 Chevelle.
Right.
And then we were driving up the Pacific Coast Highway, and
PCH.
you know, PCH, Highway 1, and going by, you know, all of the, you know, the surfing areas, and all of these, you know, old, and they're older. I mean, you know, they're 20 years at least. You know, RVs and camper vans and stuff like
yeah.
that. And some of them you could tell have been there for, you know, a few days.
Yeah, they
And
live there.
people are just, you know, they're out there and they're surfing. Just, you know, they pull along the side of the road to surf, just like we would up here. You know, they pull along the side of the road to camp or something like that.
Right.
And they pull along the side of the road to surf. So
It's kind of it's the culture, you know.
it is.
It's
One of the things I love, I got to admit, that California has on us, is piers. Like every town, you know, Santa Monica, Santa Barbara, they all have a pier that goes out, you know, into the water, obviously. And it's, you know, probably 100 years ago had a different intent of what they used it for. And now, you know, there's a restaurant out there or something like that, you know, people fishing off the piers. But they all have it.
Right.
And it's really cool because they all kind of have their own personality.
They're all unique in their own way.
Yeah.
The Santa Monica one's like the New York City of the piers.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
the Venice pier is like.
There's a great one, San Clemente Pier, which doesn't have a lot. Has a couple little shops, but it's really long. It's one of the longer piers, and so it's cool. I have a San Clemente Pier T-shirt. It's one of my favorites, and it's just cool. And so I like that, because I like them anyway. But kind of seeing the different personalities, and it's kind of like what is it? Old Orchard Beach has that pier.
Right.
Doesn't go half as far as the ones that
it has that
do.
pier, that one over there.
Because they can't go as far out. So because of wind.
You almost kind of got to bring like weapons with you to feel safe on the OOB pier. You know what I mean? You got to kind of you got to take self-defense lessons. You got to learn, what type of condiments to throw in someone's eye.
That's
they're
right.
gonna come at you.
They come at you.
They come at you.
But it's fun. It was fun to go out there, but I did. I thought of you when watching the Ducks of Anaheim hockey.
The former Mighty Ducks.
The former Mighty Ducks, but now
they're just Ducks.
Anaheim Ducks. So
less mighty.
And but cool, Hey, coming up on the program today, Jack is going to be here from Gorham Bike and Ski. I haven't seen Jack probably in a couple of years. Well, I've seen him once in a while, but I mean on the program for a couple of years, and always a fun guest. Love having Jack. His knowledge is outstanding, especially on cross-country skis. Excuse me. Also, Beth Carter-Dolan is going to be chatting about what's going on at Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, and so we'll talk about that. And watch and win. We have a midweek lift ticket to Bretton Woods, which is New Hampshire's largest ski area, valid Monday through Thursday, non-holiday. It's an $85 value. And we'll qualify throughout the show, and we'll draw one winner at the end. So, because winter is here at Bretton Woods, and get out of the house into the woods. I drove up by Bretton Woods 2 weeks ago, I think, something like that. I was up that way, heading north, and it looked great. Looked great, and just so much snow coverage. I mean, you couldn't ski on all of it yet because they got to get the base down, but a surprising amount of snow, pretty much throughout the whole mountain, so it was cool.
I mean, they're the best groomers in pretty much this region, right?
That's what they say.
Do
Hey, how about weather?
I think that's a good idea.
What about weather? Talk about weather. And so today, you can see that. Look at the definite warnings along the coast there. That's what that is. It's going to be breezy today with sunny skies and temperatures still a little bit above normal as high pressure builds to our south. Temperatures stay above normal throughout much of next week with dry weather expected through Wednesday. The next chance of precipitation will arrive Thursday, which looks to be very warm at this time. Very warm. I wonder what that means. But we'll find out in just a sec, actually. We'll find out what very warm means. But crazy for this time of year. But today, it looks like a nice day. Sunny with a high near 40, west winds 10 to 15. Could get some gusts as high as 30. Got some big gusts last night. I was when I went up to bed, it was like the wind was whipping through the plains. So
howling to you.
Howling. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 29, west winds 5 to 10. Monday, partly sunny and gradually becoming sunny with a high near 46. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly clear with a low around 28. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking ahead towards Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 44. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 39. And Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 48. That's what they're saying. Very warm, 48 degrees.
So much for the skiing,
Thursday,
man.
yeah. So it's gonna put a damper on it, but the ski areas, they're resilient. They're gonna jump right back into it. So
they're a tough bunch.
They are a tough bunch. So we're excited to find out about ski areas. Summit conditions up there on the summit of Mount Washington. They're going to start in the clouds with snow showers and trending towards clearing under partly sunny skies. Snow accumulations of a trace to an inch. Winds 80 to 100 miles per hour. Could get some gusts up to 125. Decreasing to 65 to 85 with gusts up to 100 miles per hour. In fact, last night they had a peak gust of 118 miles per hour. And then, if you look at the wind speed chart, starting at like 14:10. What time was 14:10? It was what 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
They were over 100 miles an hour, and you just go along here and just peak gust after peak gust. It's almost like every half hour they had a peak gust. And then, poor peak gust of 114. It's like, wow, peak gust of 114. No, it's topped by a peak gust of 118. So just right before midnight, that peak gust. So
Right. You almost got your chance.
you almost became
something.
His coach was in the back room. You could have been the peak gust today, but no.
You're such a disappointment.
Let's give that peak gust, however, of 114 is the peak gust for today being Sunday. So, sorry, there was one at 5:30.
Oh, no.
116. Oh.
Beaten by 2. Got
114. We had such hopes for you.
You got 2 on you. Nothing wrong with you, 114.
Yeah, 114. You're good.
You're good.
You're good. You're number 2. It's like the Olympics are coming up, as you know. I love the Olympics. And the thing that gets me is you have that ski racer, and they're so fast, and when they have a time of 34 seconds, let's just say 34 even, and then then somebody else comes along and they have a time of 34.001 and they win. It's like it's unbelievable that between first place and 10th place might be 2 seconds.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And the finish line is just like, because you're talking about if they finish all at once, right? Or you're talking about one
No,
at a
I'm
time?
talking about
one at a time.
downhill.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Now,
I was thinking of the races.
Because the Olympics. Now, I like the skiing, but I like speed skating. I love speed skating.
Those are fun.
I think that's both short track and long track. And of course, I say this every 4 years: curling. I love curling. Curling is just it's so much fun. It's just one of those great things. Because you can put it on, and you don't have to focus on it. But there are times when you are going to focus on curling like anything.
I think it's relaxing.
It is. It's like watching golf. It's nice because you can kind of live your life while watching curling. Though I have sat there and watched entire curling matches.
Right.
So, I love that. Cross country ski. But speed skating because there's so much precision.
It's a lot of precision. It's a lot at risk. And
Yeah.
It's a lot of speed.
Not that there's not precision in skiing by any means, but it's those those micro inches that you can miss by.
It's wild. Yeah.
Plus the sound. It's a great. It's that ice thing we were just talking about. The sound of the ice.
Scrape, scrape. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool. All right.
We'll do a
Speaking
ski
of skiing,
report.
though.
We'll do a snow report.
Speaking of skiing, let's talk about our snow report and see what's happening at our favorite skiers. Our snow report, of course, is brought to us by Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest skier. Voted Best Grooming and Scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com. Just 35 minutes from North Conway. And starting off up there at Bretton Woods, skies are expected to clear up, and the temps have dropped back into the 30s overnight. But windy conditions are expected during the day. 9 trails are going to be open today, 4 lifts, 56 of their acres, and they did get a couple inches in the last 4 days. And already a base depth of 12 to 24 inches, so that's pretty cool. They are going to run the Gondola, Zephyr Quad, Bethlehem Express Quad, and the Learning Center Quad from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So definitely check that out up there. And just planning ahead, they're going to be open on Christmas Day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can also, if you're saying, I gotta learn how to ski better. Well, check out one of their lessons up there, and you can rent your equipment if you don't have any equipment, and you can do all that up there at Bretton Woods. Cranmore Mountain in North Conway is skiing on 11 trails, 3 lifts, 37 acres, machine groomed 12 to 18-inch base that they have up there. I saw the snow groomers out cruising around on Friday night. Very cool. And as they say, thanks to their snowmaking efforts, they fared well during yesterday's rain and were even able to open a separate route, a second route off the summit. So they got 3 lifts spinning today and looking like a sunny day. And they've even installed their new terrain garden. So that's up and running. And don't forget, Zips Pub's open for you to enjoy your food. Get your food. King Pine Ski Area aiming for Wednesday, December 17th. That's coming up, opening day. Also, Canned Food Drive, bringing a non-perishable, non-expired food item for donation to local food pantries for the holiday season. So that'll be nice. The cross-country areas. Opening soon up there at Bear Notch Ski Touring. They're waiting for some more natural snow, but of course they've been prepping the trails for it. Bretton Woods also opening soon for snow sports. Great Glen Trails, they are not open today, but the Outfitter Shop is open on weekends from 9 to 4. And don't wait to get your gear. What is up with me today? Best selection, prices, and expertise up there. So, and Jackson Cross Country opening day to be determined. They're active working on the trails, waiting on the snow. And you may purchase season passes online, over the phone, or in person. You can do all that. And Purity Spring Cross Country and Snowshoe opening soon for snow sports. So it's kind of exciting. Everybody's getting ready. They're getting ready. They're ready to do some skiing. So, but yeah, I mean, it's exciting to see how many trails both Cranmore and Bretton Woods has open, considering, I don't know how much rain we got, but it felt like a lot.
I mean, we got enough that it melted my driveway, and
Yeah.
that was probably 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah,
Probably
so-
4.
Yeah, so probably a lot of snow there, so rain. So. Hey, speaking of skiing, though, we have the pass to Bretton Woods. We're going to give that away at the end of the program, midweek day pass. Maybe I should just, leave and come back.
It's that California life, man. The sun got to you.
It's what it is, man. It's just
Take
hanging
it
out-
easy.
hanging out in the sun. Actually, you know
Hanging out
what?
with babes.
I'll tell you. I went out there. I brought shorts and one pair of pants. You know what I wore for 5 days?
Shorts.
My one pair of pants.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was cold.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it was chilly. One day, I think I was able to take off my jacket. We actually one day were wearing our winter coats. So,
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it is technically, still winter.
It is still winter, even if it's California, but their winter is different than our winter. So. But watch and win. Let's give away. Let's get a qualifier so we can give away the ski pass to Bretton Woods. So, and you're going to call us at 603-356-6619. Please dial all 10 digits. According to Wikipedia, of the towns below, which is an official village within Carroll County? Would it be Silver Lake, Ontario, Paleto, or Valentine? Which one of those is an official village within Silver Lake? Do you have an answer for us this morning?
I'm going to guess Ed.
A Silver Lake. Is it Silver Lake? Well, we know there's a Silver Lake, and it actually is the official village, Silver Lake. Absolutely. Down there, part of Madison. Okay, part of Madison. I know it's right near Eaton, too, so down in that area. Who's on the phone this morning?
Chris.
Hi, Chris. How are you today?
I'm so happy.
Well, there you go. What are you going to do today, speaking of being happy?
Well, I am streaming from Quincy.
You're streaming from Quincy. What's the weather like down there in Massachusetts?
It is actually pretty nice. A little bit cloudy in the 40s.
Well, there you go.
I'm having a Christmas brunch today. So
Nice.
lots of fun stuff going on here.
Christmas brunch. Matthew and I would love to be there, but we can't make it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
We get the invite.
we got the
That's all right.
invites.
I'd
Yeah.
like to be there.
There you go. Hey, hang on the phone. We'll get more information. So, Chris, call it streaming from Quincy.
From Quincy.
So, very cool. And I knew that it was Silver Lake. Silver Lake is part of Madison. So,
Certainly not the Silver Lake where you were last week.
no.
Nah. Did you go get a coffee at Silver Lake?
I so annoyed my wife because I'd be like, are we going by Malibu?
She's like, we've been here all week.
We've
Not
been
one
here all
person
week,
talks
and
like that.
I was talking like, and then I come back to Maine and I start talking like a Mainer by Jingo.
Yeah.
So we did. I did a play back in 2009 called Almost Maine. It's like 10 little vignettes about Maine, and I think one day we coordinated it so in each one of them somebody said by Jingo.
By Jingo. Man, I don't even know what that means, man.
I don't know. It's a Maine term.
By Jingo. I guess I've never heard that.
You never heard
Not
that
in
by
my
Jingo?
not in my 24 years of living in Maine have I ever heard that. By Jingo.
By
I've heard a
Jingo.
lot of them. A lot of the
Yeah.
profane ones, but
Yeah. You can't say those ones right now.
No.
All right, we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
White Mountains Today is brought to you by the Eastern Slope Inn. Enjoy spacious suites and full kitchens in the heart of North Conway Village. And by Attitash Mountain Village. Reconnect with family and nature at our White Mountain, New Hampshire resort.
When your passion has a path, you just have to follow it. See where one of our 50 academic programs can take you at White Mountains Community College. Enroll now at wmcc.edu.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
What is an overpass? Come on. Question, is that an S or a 5?
I think it's a 5.
I thought so. Frustration loading.
Nobody wants more robot tests, but we could all use more ways to save.
Star latte for Rob Ott or Rob Ott.
Error human.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than one prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the supreme chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains today.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Hey, Matthew, can we take a look outside?
I think
that's a great idea. Let's take a look outside our North Conway Village live cam. And no snowplows racing down the street this time, unfortunately.
Not needed.
Not needed right now, but we enjoyed watching them in our previous segment here.
Never seen sidewalk sweepers go that fast before.
Well, they had to get to those sidewalks.
Right. They're like, you going to do it?
Yeah.
No? Okay, well, I got to get there.
But I think it would be a lot of fun. So that is our North Conway Village live cam, and you can check that out 24 hours a day on our website, whitemountains.tv, kind of get a little view of what's going on in North Conway Village from wherever you are. Chris from Quincy can do that, just right on their computer. I wonder what it's doing in North Conway, so you can check that out. And that's brought to us by Zeb's General Store, an old-fashioned country store. Unlike anything else in New England, they are located on Main Street in North Conway Village, and you can also shop online at zebs.com. So very cool. Very nice. Very nice.
Gotta love it.
You know, what you could do is you could get some candy from Zeb's and then stand there, eating it and stare up at the camera.
For hours.
Yeah. And then become that guy, that every time you tune in to the North Conway Village live cam, there's always that guy.
There's Candy Guy.
There's Candy Guy.
Candy Man. He's throwing what's it? Snow caps.
Snow caps,
camera, yeah.
Absolutely.
It tings off the camera.
And you know what you can do? You can also, while you're eating your candy, you can look and check out the Conway Scenic Railroad because they've got things going on this winter, including the Santa's Holiday Express at the Conway Scenic Railroad. The hour-long seasonal journey down the Conway Branch is a festive treat for families with young children who will be thrilled to see Santa and Mrs. Claus arrive by train. Every child gets a goodie bag, which includes cookies and chocolate milk, and there's a treasure hunt en route. COVID-19 precautions, including social distancing, are practiced throughout the journey. Check out the schedule and book your tickets at conwayscenic.com. See, Santa Claus arrived by train. I like that idea. That's fun. And for your nighttime activities, take in the timeless holiday classic, A Christmas Carol, at the M&D Playhouse at the Eastern Slope Inn, playing Thursday through Sunday from now until December 19th. Patrick Barlow, who is a writer of the Broadway and West End hit The 39 Steps, has retold Charles Dickens' holiday classic, A Christmas Carol. This thrilling adaptation uses only 5 actors to bring some of Dickens' most beloved characters to life. From Scrooge to Tiny Tim to Bob Cratchit and Mrs. Fezziwig, Barlow's A Christmas Carol uses nothing more than some simple props, fresh physicality, and the power of imagination to convey this timeless story of redemption. This production will establish a tradition to be performed each Christmas at the historic Eastern Slope Playhouse. Patrons must be masked during their visit, but can take them off when they're at their seats. More info, including how to get tickets, is happening over there at mdplayhouse.com. A Christmas Carol. All right, back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
Nurse Mariam Sabo knows a moment this pure demands a lotion this pure. New Gold Bond Pure Moisture Lotion. 24-hour hydration. No parabens, dyes, or fragrances. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
We love the holidays, but they can be stressful and sweaty.
I sweat profusely from my armpits.
There are times where my underwear is soaking.
I hate having sweaty feet.
That's why we created Carpe, sweat care to keep you dry everywhere.
I haven't had sweaty hands in 2 years since I started using Carpe.
It stops the sweat every single moment of every single day.
So this holiday season, you won't have to be an ugly sweater. This holiday, give the gift of dry. Get your limited time holiday offer at mycarpe.com.
The story of White Mountain Oil and Propane began in 1941. Since then, it's been neighbor helping neighbor for generations of customers. When you call from Chicora, they won't ask how to spell it. They'll say, "We have someone there now. His name is Bob." They have the largest storage facility north of Concord, so you won't hear, "See you next week." You'll hear, "Be right over." They know this valley and they know what you need to enjoy it in year-round comfort. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on this fine morning, Sunday morning, the 12th of December. And let's take a look around the White Mountains, why don't we? And see what temperatures are out there. Of course, this is presented by White Mountain Oil and Propane. They've been serving this community for 3 generations. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you. And moving over to Conway this morning, 36 degrees in Conway. And cloudy skies off in the distance there for Mount Washington, but not a bad morning by any means there in Conway. Up on the summit, well, there are the clouds that we just mentioned, and they're at 7 degrees up on the summit, almost 8 degrees. We'll give them credit for that. But definitely a lot of ice up there on the summit. And moving back to North Conway Village, it is sunny skies and 36 degrees. So a fine Sunday morning here in New England. And taking a look at what we've got coming up for the next 5 days for us. Today, sunny with a high near 40 degrees, winds 10 to 15. Could get some gusts as high as 30. Tomorrow, partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 46. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 44. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 39. And then Thursday, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, but a high near 48 on Thursday. And even overnight, it's going to be kind of warm in the overnight. So. Alrighty. Hey, Tin Mountain Conservation Center. We know them, we love them, and they're going to be offering 2 nature programs this month as part of their initiative to incorporate ecological learning in a fun way. On Thursday, December 16th, brush up on your winter bird identification as you review local winter bird field marks, as well as pass on a few bird feeding tips for the winter season ahead. The program is a great refresher for the fast approaching Christmas bird count. Then, on Saturday, December 19th, join them for the 33rd Annual North Conway Christmas Bird Count. Observers are needed for traveling routes by foot, cross-country skis, snowshoes, or by car. You can also tally birds at your feeder. All birding levels are welcome. More info at tinmountain.com. Yes, we have a bird count every year, and I see people walking down the street, they're counting birds. It's cool, a fun thing to do, so check out both those things at Tin Mountain. And don't forget, you can also join Dr. Trish Murray, DO from North Conway's Discover Health Functional Medicine Center for December's free webinar, Fitness for the Whole Family, and that's going to happen on Thursday, December 16th at 6 p.m. Learning ways to stay off the couch can benefit your children for the rest of their lives, in addition to hindering childhood obesity. Overweight and obese children are likely to stay obese into adulthood and are more likely to develop non-communicable diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular diseases at a younger age. Additionally, childhood obesity can profoundly affect physical health, social and emotional well-being, and self-esteem. Head over to their Facebook page or website to discover it at discoverhealthfmc.com for info on signing up. So Jack Steffen is here from Gorham Bike and Ski, and we're going to have him come in just a moment. We're going to chat about what's going on, plus we got Watch and Win and the Observatory Report when we return.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
Here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
It's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Firefighter Maggie Gronwald knows how to handle dry weather and dry cracked skin. New Gold Bond Advanced Healing Ointment. Restore healthy skin with no sticky feeling. Gold Bond. Champion your skin.
Many who visit the White Mountains dream of someday making it their everyday home. Owners of North Conway Midas, Kelly and Ron Monroe, fell in love with the Mount Washington Valley and its community. They made the full-time leap, and the community has embraced them back.
We've actually been coming up here for a long time. This was our weekend getaway, so we were coming up vacations, and we decided that we wanted to purchase a business here. We wanted to live here.
After a few years, we decided, yep, this is where we want to be. We love the valley. It's probably the most beautiful place on the earth as far as I'm concerned.
We moved in 2014. We took over the business in 2015. And it's been great ever since. This has always really felt like it's been our home. And this is where we really wanted to plant our roots. We wanted to be here. We wanted to live here permanently. The valley does have so much to offer.
We loved living up here, or coming up here to visit. And we hated going home. And the first weekend that we were here and didn't have to go home was just the most wonderful feeling. We drove up to Tuckerman's Ravine, looked out, and said, yep, we're here. We don't have to go home anymore. This is our home. And it was just this greatest relief and pleasure to be here. It was just awesome.
It's a corporate chain, but we're locally owned. It's me and my husband that own this business. We live here, obviously. And we do everything. We do everything from oil changes, tune-ups, tires, brakes, alignments, you name it. We pretty much do it.
We know what it was like to be a visitor up here and need help. And we now know what it's like to be a resident and be able to get the help. And when tourists come in and they're kind of nervous and, their vacation's on the line and they don't know what to do, we try to do everything possible to keep their vacation being interrupted. But we also know that it's the locals that are here all the time, and they're our bread and butter, and we want to make sure that they're comfortable and like coming to us.
Community is huge. being involved with the community, being friendly, providing a comfortable atmosphere. Those things are huge. Being trustworthy, that's the other thing. We take people out, we show them on their vehicles what's wrong. You know, we really try to educate people on their cars.
You got to know your clientele, you got to know your surroundings, you got to know the people that you're going to be serving, and find out what they want and what they're missing, and maybe what you can improve on in their experiences coming into your place. And if you do that, you'll be a great success as we are. We feel that we've built a great business that people trust, and when they come here, they know that they're going to get a fair deal. I want people to understand that when they come up here as tourists, they're up here as visitors, and we welcome them, and we want them to be here. But we also want them to respect the valley, the people that work here, and the people that are serving them. And if you do that, you're going to have a great experience, and we're going to love having you here. So just remember, it's like visiting somebody else's house. You go in knowing that you're a visitor, and you have to show it respect. The greatest part of this valley is the people. The people make the valley. The valley's beautiful, the surroundings are gorgeous, the mountains are majestic, but without the people, it just wouldn't be the valley. The people are so kind and so helpful, and they really care about each other.
Just pretty much that's really what it is for me. Just this is heaven for me.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. It is Sunday, the 12th of December. And joining us right here is Jack Steffen from Gorham Bike and Ski. Jack, good to see you. It's been too long.
Thanks, Rob. It's good to see you, too.
Great to have you back here. We were excited because we always know that you have the information for cross-country skiing and downhill skiing and keeping warm and everything else. And you guys there at Gorham Bike and Ski have a brand new store.
We have, yes. Full service from most Nordic people are used to our hot box treatment. Yep. We have that going. That's roaring. And, you know, for alpine skiing, we have absolutely everything there that you could need for your skis. So, yeah, we're up and running, and it's a lot of fun.
It's great. I was there during the summer, and just the selection was amazing. Yeah. So it's great, and it's a good location right in North Conway, right opposite the 99, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it's right across
right there
the
in the old. Was that? No, that wasn't Reading, China. That Dansk. Those of us who've been here for a long time would know it as the old Dansk outlet.
Absolutely.
So it was that for a long time. So glad you guys are there. And you were going to tell us about keeping warm, and it's that time of year. It's that season when we got to keep warm.
In talking to a lot of our customers, you know, everybody's familiar with the term layering up, but a lot of people maybe have a couple of misconceptions on what layering really is.
Yep, exactly.
And we talk about staying warm, especially as it applies to Nordic skiing. That's a really hard sport in some instances, you know, especially if you're up at Jackson, you got all those hills.
Yeah.
But it's a warm sport. And, you know, to stay comfortable and warm, there are a couple of tips I think we can give them, our customers, to be a little bit better prepared.
Yeah.
And it starts out with heating yourself. Obviously, your body is the heating unit. And just like with every heating unit, you know, there's some exhaust, whether it's perspiration or just you know, effort.
Yeah.
And that effort is kind of your thermostat. So whether you're working hard to get up that hill, you know, you're going to be a little warmer, or you're static and just sliding down the hill, you know, that's going to be a little cooler. So, you know, it's really easy to adjust your temperature range. I can remember being up at the Ellis River. It was 0 degrees and windy, but, you know, we're protected by the woods in there. And I can remember at 0 degrees I was unzipping. So it's a warm sport.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
a fun sport. It's amazing to be out there in those temperatures and be totally comfortable. And part of that is transferring that moisture, that perspiration away from you. So a lot of people will say that the most important layer in layering is that base layer.
Right.
You know, that layer, whether it's a pair of long johns or it's a pair of, a wicking shirt. Those are the things that are really going to pull that perspiration away from your body. You want to stay as dry as possible. A dry person is going to be a lot warmer, more comfortable than someone that has that perspiration right next to them. And then after that, we have a mid layer. And the mid layer really does a lot of the same thing. It takes that perspiration that's been wicking away through your base layer, and it further pulls that out. And we've got a couple of examples of some mid layers here. Depending upon what the temperature range is, you might want a crew neck, or you might want the higher neck, the turtleneck like you see, the zip up on your left, viewer's right. And they have different thicknesses of mid layers also.
Now, obviously, I would have looked at this and I would have thought this was a base layer.
Well, that's the interesting thing with layers. Depending upon the temperature, you could use this as a base layer. And the reason for that is the material wicks away.
Yeah.
So on a spring day, for instance, something like this under your jacket or under a vest, you're good to go.
So I guess that would be my confusion, though, and that's where you guys, come in so handily, is knowing, okay, is it a base or is it a mid layer?
Sure.
Because that is the thing. Like, I love cross country skiing, but inevitably I hit that point where I've sweat a lot, and then all of a sudden I'm in the woods and it's cold and everything else.
Sure.
So having that second layer, for me, I think, having the base layer and then having the second layer and then having your third layer is so important.
Well, that second layer, there are a lot of different pieces that you can add there. What you want to avoid is something that's not wicking away.
Right.
I've had people that had, waterproof pieces that they used as a mid layer. Well, all that did is seal in all the moisture, and they were cold.
Yeah.
So something like this, you can go a little less thick, and that brings up another point. There are different warmth pieces depending upon how cold it is.
Yeah.
For the base layer, some of those waffle weaves that you see, they capture a little bit of air around you, and that's an insulating layer. So they're a little bit warmer. So for a really cold weekend, perhaps you want to go with the waffle. And Swick's Bodywear has both offerings. So, you can pick and choose.
And it looks like the underwear you held up before
Yes.
has kind of a waffle weave. I don't know if they'll be able to see it.
That's a little,
but it has
a
a
little
bit
thinner. They
Yeah.
have some that are a little thicker than that. And then that brings us to the outer layer.
Yeah.
And a good example of that would be this one.
Well, we almost lost her. Lost her hat.
There we go. And the thing with that jacket is it's almost like a bicycle jacket.
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Front, it's got water and wind resistance, but on the sides and especially on the back, super breathable. So as I mentioned, it's important to wick away that moisture. Eventually it goes through here and evaporates. So it's a continuating layer. But the key is the mid layers, you want them to breathe and wick away the moisture further away from you.
So this is a very specific jacket for cross-country skiing.
It
This
is.
is not something you're going to go shopping and wear this jacket most likely. You could, but you don't have the warmth protection from the back,
Yeah.
where this is the wicking away. So really is part of that kind of system.
It is.
And I imagine in the spring when it becomes super warm, you probably could wear something like this.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
they are kind of stylish. So
oh yeah, no,
you'll see them around town. I think one of the real interesting things for this is they keep on adding different features. You saw that zipper pocket in the back.
Yeah.
It's easy access if you want to put a small water bottle in there or some treats.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's such a key to enjoying any outdoor activity. It's the proper equipment and definitely the proper clothing, and being able to find, especially for cross country, because you do oftentimes with downhill, it's about keeping as warm as possible because you're going to ride the lift a lot of. But with cross country, you can be out for 5 minutes and all of a sudden you're hot.
You're toasty.
And so you need to. And then if you want to stay out for 2 hours, now you've got to figure that out. So.
Yeah. And the key there is for longer rides, what you'll want to do is for longer ski outings, what you'll want to do is you'll want to take some food along, even if it's just an energy bar or something like that. You want to keep on fueling up. You definitely want to take something to drink along. We've got a number of things at Gorham Bike and Ski, whether it's insulated water bottle. We've got water bottle holsters.
Yeah, this is a fanny pack, but and has a rigid water container in here.
A little something on top. So again, if
so
you wanted to take some food along,
put your cheese and crackers in there.
Yeah, summer sausage, whatever. Yeah. And then we've got insulated water bottles. Keeps hot things hot, cold things cold. So
I always think these are so funny with the insulation.
Year round, it works really well. One of the other things that we found that works really well is, and it has been super popular, is the skirt for women. It works on a couple of levels. For instance, if you have tights and you want to go into the lodge after, it acts as a modesty piece, if you will. But one of the things we found out right away with these is our instructors up in Jackson, they started using them because, as you can imagine, they're outside in the windy area on the golf course instructing, and they're not doing an awful lot of active skiing themselves. They're standing around instructing, and at least to a point, and having this extra layer out there, wind protection, and it's insulated, really made a big difference for them. And of course, once instructors start wearing things, it looks pretty cool.
Right.
Everybody starts taking off on them and realizes how important they are. The men have a little short.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So similar.
For those really cold days, I've got a pair, and they really do work well. The other thing I'll talk about a little bit is your hands. Keeping those hands warm.
Absolutely.
And there are many different gloves. Again, for cross-country skiing, it's pretty warm, and you probably don't need the thickness of gloves that you'd have for alpine skiing.
But you need the wicking.
And all of our gloves from Swix have that. This is a warmer glove, a good example. This happens to be a Jessie Diggins, celebrating her gold medal. She's got some bling on there. And that's a lobster claw glove. So it keeps the two fingers together, or the four fingers together.
Right.
It's kind of like the sleeping bag effect. Just a little bit warmer. You still have some dexterity there, but it's just a little bit warmer. If you ever use, like in a mitten, those heaters, we always recommend put them on top of your hand rather than underneath. You got your calluses and everything like that. So what you want to do is put them on the top of the hand where you're going to feel it a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little more sensitive. And the same thing with the feet. On the top of the foot works a little bit better than underneath. And it's also a little bit more comfortable.
I can imagine, yeah.
Another tip that I'll point out, and it has to do with the poles. So there are a lot of people that love their old straps, and they can work really well. But what you want to try to avoid doing is grasping that pole and pushing down.
Right.
When you do that, you're really pushing the blood right out of the fingertips, and that can lead to cold hands. If you have this properly set up, so this is hinged right here, you can just guide the pole as you're going along.
Oh, interesting.
You're pushing down right here. That'll keep your hands just a little bit warmer.
So that's an add-on device or whatever?
Most of the new poles are coming
really?
that
It's part
way
of the pole?
now.
Okay.
Yep. It works out really well. We have a number of new poles coming in from Fisher. They have what's called a one-way pole, and it's easy in, easy out, so you can keep the strap on. And if you're going across the road, for instance, you click the top, pull it out.
Really? That's awesome.
And then take your skis off, cross the road. It's easy back in, snap them back in, and off you go.
That makes a lot of sense in making your life a little bit easier.
And then there are the little accessories here and there that can make it a lot of fun. Add a splash of color or whatever. Yeah. You've got neck ease, and this happens to match some of the other products that you've already held up.
Showed, yep.
And something like that works out really nice in areas that are particularly windy.
Yeah.
You're going across the golf course, for instance, and you just grab your necky, pull it up over your nose, go across the field, pull it back down when you're in the woods, and you're comfortable again. And then it gives you a little bit of wind block around the neck too. So.
Right. And of course, you got to keep your noggins warm.
That's
it.
it.
And be stylish. And these are great because they're, obviously you get the little pom-pom on top and everything.
There's a little bit of wool in there, so not all of them, but some of them, and that makes it just a little bit warmer. I particularly like the Christmas one.
Yeah.
But this Gundy over here is probably their most popular hat. Back at the Olympics over in Lake Placid, they gave those away to the grade school kids around. And as soon as the Olympians saw that around town, they said, hey, what about us? And the next season at the World Cup, they started giving them to the Olympians.
Oh, that's great.
And they've been selling them ever since. It's really fun when I see high school kids coming in, and inevitably, if you've been skiing for a while, you're going to have one of those. You have the Gundy hat. And the whole idea with that is all the different colors are for the different colors of the kick waxes that Swix has.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're running out of time, Jack, because I know we could spend another half hour. So the best thing, obviously, for someone to do is go down and see you guys at Gorham Bike and Ski. I know that I got to come see you and just start talking about all this stuff, because I think what is so important, it's not just grabbing something off a rack and thinking it's going to work for you, but really getting the information, which is what you guys at Gorham Bike and Ski do so well, and knowing what levels, and probably saying to you, hey, this is how I cross-country ski.
Exactly.
If I am not a person who's going to go out and be hitting 30 miles an hour, and doing that for 2 hours. I'm doing it very casually.
Right.
So my warmth factor is going to be very different than somebody who's going at it aggressively. I personally avoid hills, so I don't have to worry about going up as much. So, again, what are your hours down there at Gorham Bike and Ski?
Pretty much 9 to 5, or 9 to 6, I should say, on the weekends. Sundays, we're open till 4. But 9 o'clock in the morning, we're open. And, I invite everybody down and check out the new store, see some of the product that we have in there. It's a lot of fun things, and it continues to evolve. We're like any other shop. We're struggling getting some of our product in. It's arriving a little late. But what's cool about that is you can go in, if you were in last month, you come in this month, you're going to see a lot of different things. And, that new product, that's going to continue to arrive right through Christmas into the new year.
Great. That's great to hear. Well, Jack, always good to see you.
Thanks, Rob.
And we'll see you down there at Gorham Bike and Ski. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Get your keepsake fall edition of Mount Washington Valley Vibe free at newsstands now. Each quarterly issue is professionally showcased, filled with bold, inspiring photography and stories depicting life in the valley. Get yours before they're gone. Online at mwvvibe.com.
My community inspired me to become a leader.
Showed me a path to my future.
And completely changed my life.
My community.
My community is White Mountains Community College.
Enroll now for upcoming classes. Learn more at wmcc.edu.
Experience magic and wonder year-round at the Christmas Loft in Tricks and Treats in North Conway. Enchanted characters greet you as you step through the door of the Christmas Loft, entering a world where every day is the Christmas of your memories. Stroll through the wondrous Christmas Village, exploring scenes of White Mountain Christmas past. The journey leads you to room after room of decorated Christmas trees, Christmas lights, holiday decor, gifts, collectibles, and New England's largest selection of ornaments. Ready for the White Mountain's most magical treats? Head to the Tricks and Treats shop for gourmet Annabelle's ice cream, crazy shakes, and more. Enjoy them on the garden patio with sunset-facing mountain views. Inside the Tricks and Treats shop is where you'll discover the spooky interactive Halloween room with costumes and decorations, plus all kinds of toys, novelty items, and gifts. Our stores bring people joy. Experience the magic of the Christmas Loft and Tricks and Treats in North Conway and North Woodstock, New Hampshire.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
The story of White Mountain Oil and Propane began in 1941. Since then, it's been neighbor helping neighbor for generations of customers. When you call from Chicora, they won't ask how to spell it. They'll say, "We have someone there now. His name is Bob." They have the largest storage facility north of Concord, so you won't hear "see you next week." You'll hear "be right over." They know this valley, and they know what you need to enjoy it in year-round comfort. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
Day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes, or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane. where the wilderness blends with city sophistication in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
White Mountains Today is brought to you by the Eastern Slope Inn. Enjoy spacious suites and full kitchens in the heart of North Conway Village. And by Attitash Mountain Village. Reconnect with family and nature at our White Mountain, New Hampshire resort. White Mountains Today is brought to you by the
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And we're going to go to the summit of Mount Washington now. And Jay Broccolo is up there. Jay, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing very well, thank you. And you guys hit some high winds in the last 24 hours. A lot of peak gusts, not just one over 100. Many gusts over 100.
Yeah, we hit 118. Around midnight, and we've actually hit 118 several times since then.
Oh, really?
But it doesn't look like we're going to cross over that 120 barrier like we were hoping we would, but close enough.
It's so funny you say that you've hit 118 again. It's like, really, you can't get that one more mile per hour out of that. So.
I know. Well, at the beginning of the winter season, before we hit 100, we hit 99 like several times. And it's just toying with us.
So what do you have going on today up there on the summit?
Oh, gee. So it's going to be windy pretty much all day. We're sitting with winds at around 77 miles per hour in like that 75 to 85, 90 mile per hour range. You can see we've had some 10-minute gusts approaching 100. We're at 96 right now, and obviously that resets every minute. But yeah, it's been really windy. So this will kind of be the trend that we see for the rest of today. Even though yesterday we had a high of 43 degrees, currently it's 8 degrees at the summit right now. That 43 degrees did either tie our record or broke it. So we at the very least tied it. But yeah, if we look outside right now, it's actually looks like it's starting to clear up. Our visibility has increased to about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of a mile from the 50 feet that we had earlier this morning. It's not snowing anymore. So we should start to see the higher summits clear out from the clouds as the day progresses.
And I will tell our viewers that is not a black and white photo. It is just the way it looks up there. It's just amazing to see that.
Yeah, especially when we're in the clouds like this, it just gray washes everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes everything look black and white.
Very cool. And it looks like you have shag carpeting on the side of those poles too, from the rhinos.
Catching all the snow.
And so, what's your forecast looking for today?
Yeah, so if we look at the higher summits forecast for today, Ryan put this one out. Again, starting in the clouds with some snow showers, but we'll be trending towards partly sunny skies for this afternoon. Probably see around a 1/2 inch from this morning. We'll find out in a few hours when we do the collection. But again, we have the temperatures falling and then rising by sunset. So as this ridge comes in and clears the skies, it'll bring in some warmer temps. Winds are still really high though. We're not going to see the 125 gusts from now on. That was like early this morning. So we'll be hovering around the 100 mile per hour gust for the rest of today. But even through the rest of Sunday night and Monday, you can see those winds are still really elevated. We're going to have a pretty high, pretty increased pressure gradient over the Northeast really. for a couple days, and even as we get into Monday. So we'll have partly sunny skies, no precipitation, but it'll be windy even in the valley for a little bit, which we'll get to in a second. But and pretty seasonable temperatures. So we'll have average temperatures, but the winds will definitely make it feel a lot colder than it is, especially with all the moisture in the lower levels. And then if we go to the valley, again, we're seeing those gusts probably in like the 45 mile per hour range this morning. Now it's probably decreased, so we'll probably see gusts around 30. But yeah, it's going to be clear. So it's mostly sunny for you guys right now, right? Other than like the clouds around the mountains.
Right.
Yeah, so that should be pretty much the trend. We'll have clear skies tonight, partly sunny skies tomorrow, and then again Monday night, nice and clear before another low pressure system comes in for Monday night into Tuesday.
It's sounding like winter up there, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it kind of looks like towards around Christmas there's a little bit of a warm spell coming in, but we're hoping that doesn't verify for obvious reasons. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it for sure.
Well, very cool. Well, you guys enjoy it up there, and thanks so much for joining us today. And I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much, Jay. Have a great day.
Thanks. You too. Bye now.
Jay up there on the summit of Mount Washington, letting us know what is going on up there. So always fun to find out about what's happening up on the summit of Mount Washington. What's happening down here, Matthew?
What's happening down here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the show.
Show's happening. Coming up, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Beth Carter Dolan. We're going to be finding out what's happening there for the winter, and also watch and win. And can I tell people about Nordic Meisters, Matthew? I want to tell them.
I would love if you did.
All right. Because the largest weekly citizen race series in the country is back in 2022. Nordic Meisters returns to Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center this winter. You can ski against the clock in skate or classic division, choosing either the long course, the short course, or both. The series consists of 8 weeks of time runs with participants' best graded times selected for series end standings. Or you can join the untimed division just to get out each week and enjoy the trails. Timers are on site from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. each Tuesday. The course is shared with snowshoers starting at 1 p.m. and fat bikers from 3 to 5. All participants must leave the starting line by 5 p.m. Headlamps are required for anybody on the course after 4 p.m. And you can register over there at greatglentrails.com. And to increase the enjoyment visitors and locals can have in the White Mountains this winter, Theater in the Wood in Intervale is proud to announce their 2022 Winter Entertainment Series. After a fun day of skiing, climbing, shopping, or hiking in the Mount Washington Valley, there is nothing better than being able to sit back, relax, and enjoy some amazing live entertainment. The Winter Entertainment Series at the Theater in the Wood will be a go-to spot every Friday evening for live entertainment. Theater in the Wood's Winter Entertainment Series is a musical and comical lineup of talented artists from all over New England, and it will occur every Friday from January 2nd through March 11th and will feature a few familiar artists in the Theater in the Wood, like the extremely well-known New England comedian Justin McKinney and the always incredible folk rock band Adam Ezra Group. Ticket prices vary per event and can be purchased online at theaterinthewood.org. theaterinthewood.org. And so taking a look at some live entertainment that is happening today at the Red Parker Pub, it's Blue Sunday with the Juke Joint Devils. Shenandoah Pub has Mike Malkin and Becca DeShane. Tuesday, Hoot Night, open mic night at Wildcat Tavern and karaoke at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. And Thursday, Rafe Matrigano back in his regular spot at the Wildcat Tavern. Friday, Dennis and Davier, Deacon Street, Shark Martin is at the Red Parker Pub. Marty Quirk performing at the Shenandoah Pub. Shovelhandle Pub has the Reckless Duo. Wildcat Tavern, Al Schaffner, and the Riley Parkhurst Project is over there in Woodstock at the Woodstock Inn Brewery. All right, let's take another qualifier, shall we, for our Bretton Woods midweek pass. New Hampshire's largest ski area, Bretton Woods is. This pass is valid Monday through Thursday, non-holiday, with an $85 value. So let's take qualifier number 2 to join Chris. See who will get one at the end of the program. Watch and win. Watch and win. All right, 603-356-6619. Identify the New England set movie based off of this quote. No matter how much you change, you still have to pay the price for the things you've done. So I've got a long road, but I know I'll see you again, this side or the other. No idea. No idea.
Wow.
No
Okay.
idea.
Okay. All right.
And we'll see if somebody else does. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Do you know what New England set movie this is? Well, I think I may know now. I'm kind of thinking I may know.
It's the final quote of the movie.
Is it?
It is. It's the last words.
Maybe I don't.
And it's said twice.
Good morning, White Mountains Today. Do you have an answer for us?
The town?
Is it The Town?
Yeah.
It is The Town. Wow, I was thinking it might be The Departed. Wow. And who's on the phone?
This is Matt Sylvester.
Hey, how are you today, Matt?
Good.
Good. Have you watched The Town lately?
No, it's been a very long time.
Yeah, I watched it last, just almost exactly a year ago. I was in Boston, so I watched it, but great movie and a great quote. So, Matt, what do you got going on today?
Not too much. Just watching football.
There you go.
Go yet to ski up here in Bridgeton.
It's a good football day. Well, hang on the phone. We're going to get more information from you. So, The Town. Yeah, I was in Boston last year, and then watching The Town. I'm like, we were just there today.
Right. I don't remember that happening.
That was a great movie.
That's a great movie.
Such a great movie. So now I got to watch it again just to hear the quote. So, all right, we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
This is the sound of a gift that keeps it simple. No late-night assembly, no batteries required, no complications. An Omaha Steaks gift is easy to give and a joy to receive. This holiday, give the gift that's simply perfect. Just a little holiday wisdom from Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com/TV to order the perfect gift today for just $99.99, and we'll include 8 additional burgers free.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From the backyard to the backcountry. Workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Join today.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
On my travels across the country, I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance and protect yourself from things like fire, theft, or in this case, water damage. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance at geico.com.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
maybe.
Up would be the operative word there, pal.
Yeah. All right, have a good day.
If you ride, you get it.
Oh, wow, we're really backed up.
Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
Ready for fun? Watch Explore the White Mountains, where we count down the best in adventure, dining, shopping, lodging, and mountain living. Plan your day with local weather, outdoor conditions, expert tips, resort news, events, and inside looks at the best experiences. Explore the White Mountains, airing daily here on White Mountains TV and online at whitemountains.tv.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountains TV 16. And welcome back. Matthew is here with me this morning. We're having a fun time.
I am here.
And we had a nice chat with Jack Stefan Stefan, whatever he wants. He changes it.
It's all
Bike and Ski.
It's all based on the mood.
And and he left us something special. We're going to get to that at the end of this segment. But this segment of White Mountains Today is presented by Settlers Crossing. Take time together to explore everyday essentials. They're located at 1500 White Mountain Highway in North Conway. And let's jump into our ski report. Let's talk about what's happening at your favorite ski area and our favorite ski areas too. Our snow report is presented to us by Bretton Woods. And, of course, they are New Hampshire's largest ski area, voted best grooming and scenery in the East by Ski Magazine. This winter, get out of the house and into the woods. Plan ahead at BrettonWoods.com, just 35 minutes from North Conway. And taking a look at alpine conditions, starting off at Bretton Woods. They've got 9 of their trails open. 4 lifts are going today, too. And that adds up to 56 acres, 2 inches of new snow in the last couple days. And they have a base depth of 12 to 24 inches. And, of course, the skies are expected to clear up. Temperatures will drop back into the 30s overnight. Windy conditions are expected during the day, so just be aware of that up there. So they expect to be sunny and breezy during the day. And don't forget, they will be open Christmas Day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So check that out. The TGIF Race Series is their new Friday daytime race series for all abilities, ages 10 and up. And racing starts on December 17th. Cranmore Mountain in North Conway has 11 trails, 3 lifts, 37 acres open, and 12 to 18-inch base depth. Also, the Tubing Park is open today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tubing Park tickets are just $45 for guests 42 inches and taller. Under 42 inches are just $5, as long as they're riding with a paying adult. And then you can purchase those tickets on site at the Artist Falls Lodge or online for best availability. So they are limited. So the park will sell out during peak periods, so go ahead and plan ahead on that. So, King Pine Ski Area opening day coming up on this Wednesday, December 17th. They've got a canned food drive too, bringing non-perishable, non-expired food items for donations to local food pantries for the holiday season at King Pine. Taking a look at cross-country conditions, cross-country areas. They're getting ready. Baronet Ski Touring opening soon for snow sports. Hoping to start grooming those trails soon. Bretton Woods Nordic, same thing, opening soon for snow sports. Great Glen Trails, they are not open today, but the time is now to get your gear, and you can do that at the Outfitters Shop, which is open weekends from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Jackson Cross Country, still not sure what day they're going to open because they're actively working on the trails, waiting on the snow. They've upgraded their trail signs, and you can purchase your season passes online, over the phone, or in person. So, Purity Spring Cross Country and Snowshoe also opening soon. All right, I like I got to throw this out, the canned food drive there at King Pine. Non-perishable and non-expired. Because, you do that. You go to the pantry and like, what don't I want? Oh, I haven't used these cans for a while.
I feel like you got to be extra scummy. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's very judgmental of me to be like, this rotten corn. I'll give them to the food drive. Yeah, don't do that. Like that's
don't do that. And but it's the things that you're like, I want to try Spam. And then you never try your Spam. But.
And then when you do, your tongue falls out because you're like, what is this nasty thing?
Right. So
spiced ham.
Spam. I'm turning the page here. It's taking me a while. The pages are sticking together.
Oh, you're a finger licker for the page turner.
Well, I had to because I couldn't get the pages apart. But I'm going to discover health Christmas packages. Get all of your healthy holiday shopping done in one place at North Conway's Discover Health Functional Medical Center's online gift shop. They've handpicked a selection of items so your friends and loved ones can take control of their health and transform their lives. Choose from books written by Dr. Trish Murray, online courses, an infrared solo sauna package, exercise equipment, and a Discover Health Movement membership. Can't decide? Well, give a gift certificate and let them choose. Head over to discoverhealthfmc.com or head over to the release on their Facebook page. Spruce Hurricane's got some Christmas deals coming on. From now until Christmas Eve, Spruce Hurricane in North Conway's got a deal for you. When you purchase a $200 gift card, they'll add an extra $50. Did I say that right? $50? Yes, that's right. Just because. Mind you, this offer cannot be redeemed until after Christmas. It's the only time of year they do this, so get your loved ones a gift of Spruce Hurricane. More info over on their Facebook and Instagram pages. So that's cool. That's 25%. If I did my math correct.
An extra 25%.
And you give it to somebody for Christmas, and they're like, really, a $250 gift card? And you're saying to yourself, yeah, but I only spent $200.
That's right. They don't have to know.
Hey, it's a win-win.
It is.
It is a win-win. Hey, coming up on the program next weekend, we're going to find out what's happening with the Mount Washington Auto Road and Greg Glen Trails. Also, the White Horse Addiction Center will be stopping by. We find out all the programs that they have going on. Amazing program. And Watch and Win. We've got some prizes that we're going to give away next weekend. And you know what? So I told you. So Jack was here from Gorham Bike and Ski, located right there in North Conway, just down the strip a little bit, kind of across from 99 Restaurant, the old Dansk outlet. So, boy, if my cabinets could talk, I think half the stuff in there is from Dansk. But anyway, so Jack said, well, I got something to give away. And well, you know what? We forgot to give it away. Well, we were so busy talking about stuff. He's got the information down and brought so much stuff for us to look at. And he also brought this. That's right. This is a boot bag. A boot bag. And you can look, it's got this like, it's trying to be so cool there. Look at this, it's like a pocket, so you put your boots in after, and it drains out that pocket. So and you're like, well, but everything else I have will get wet. No, it won't, because that's a separate pocket. See? Isn't that cool?
That is incredible, actually.
This is a cool prize. And
even if you don't ski, you could just do anything.
You can do anything. You can put your beer in the side there.
Put your beans,
bring it if you want. But a nice bag here, cross-country ski, downhill ski, or whatever you want. So, we're going to give that away. We have a question. I have a question. I'm going to verbalize a question. And I'm going to throw out a little caveat here. So,
a little fanfare.
A little fanfare. So even if you qualified for a prize earlier today, you could still win this. So I know it's kind of a little.
So what are we doing? So wait.
I got a question. Jack gave me a question.
Right, are they winning this right now? Or they're
going to win this right now?
Okay.
So you can, even if you qualified earlier,
you can call in and win.
You could call in and qualify, and then we'll decide whether you get the other prize.
I got confused. Yeah.
I know. I'm very confusing. So the phone is already ringing off the hook. So hopefully you watched the interview with Jack, because he told us
Took your notes.
That for cross-country skiing and dressing properly, what is the most important layer?
What is the most important layer?
What is the most important layer in your cross-country ensemble? So, and then the phone stopped ringing.
Right, they're like,
I don't remember, I didn't watch. Good morning, White
towel?
Mountains Today. What is the most important layer in cross-country skiing?
First layer.
The first layer, also known as what?
The closest to your skin.
Well, what's,
the base layer.
The base layer. There we go. We just had to get it because there you go. It is the base layer. And who's on the phone this morning?
Steve.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Good, yourself.
I am well. Did you get a chance to watch our interview there with Jack?
Oh, I sure did. He's very informative. He's a nice guy.
Absolutely. So Steve, you have won this terrific Dow Bello ski bag from our friends there at Gorham Bike and Ski. So congratulations on that, Steve.
Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Where are you calling from today?
From Jackson.
Calling from Jackson. There you go. Hang on the phone. We'll get more information from Steve. So thank you to Gorham Bike and Ski for that.
And there she goes.
And there she goes. All right, and we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Introducing Outside Plus, your home for exploration. From adventure to practice, training plans to race day events, from the backyard to the backcountry, workouts, meal plans, curated content, all from the brands you know and trust. Outside Plus, where knowledge meets inspiration.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at the Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, braised boneless short ribs, and craft cocktails served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton.
Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
On today's program, we are playing Watch and Win. It's fun, it's interactive, it's all of those things, and you, that's right, you can win great prizes, but there are rules we have to follow. 1 win per household per 30 days, please. No Hagen prizes. When we qualify people for prize drawings, you can qualify once per drawing per household unless otherwise specified. You cannot win more than 1 prize from the same prize sponsor in a year. For example, if you win a gift certificate to a restaurant, you can't win another one from that same restaurant for the next 12 months. You gotta learn to spread the love, man. To win, your answer must match our answer. We try our best, though sometimes we make mistakes. The show director, or the Supreme Chancellor, as I like to call them, is the judge, and their rule is final. Prizes are non-exchangeable or redeemable for cash, and White Mountains TV is not liable for unredeemable prizes. That is all of them. Now get ready to play, because our next Watch and Win contest, showdown, whatever, is right around the corner, and you're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned right here on White Mountains Today.
Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. 36 degrees outside right now under, I would call them sunny skies outside there right now.
Bluebird.
Are you hungry? I'm always hungry, it seems. But one of the best places to go is Joseph's Spaghetti Shed. And Beth Carter-Dolan was here last week and was talking about all the things that they got going on there at Joseph's Spaghetti Shed. Let's check it out.
Well, good morning, and with us here is Joseph's Spaghetti Shed owner, Beth Carter-Dolan. Good morning, Beth. Thanks for stopping by this morning.
Good morning.
Always nice to see you here.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure, and of course, your restaurant in Glen. You're sort of known for your dine to donate.
Mm-hmm.
And how are tis the season.
Right.
And how are things going with that?
Well, when COVID hit, we stopped our indoor dining.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole way we did our dine to donates on our Monday nights, we couldn't do it. So we haven't really been able to do, since we shut that down, we haven't really been able to do our dine to donates.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to think of ideas. We've decided we are not going to continue our indoor dining. I just sold all my chairs. I'm selling my small wares,
Mm-hmm.
my dishes. I'm going to be continuing with my full menu as takeout, curbside takeout, and I'm increasing my freezer options. Soon we'll have my freezers up and full, and we'll be welcoming people in to take a look at what we've got, to pick what they want. We're going to be expanding that. So we're kind of going a different direction. But I've always wanted to do things to give back to the community. We're very, very lucky that we live in such a generous community.
Yes.
One thing that I have been able to continue through
Right.
COVID is this time of year I do what we call silver bells.
Yes, silver bells.
And what we do is it's very casual. I just reach out, I put it out on Facebook, shared it on Facebook if people wanted to make monetary donations. We work with the nursing homes, and we go out and buy a gift for each resident in the nursing homes. And that has had to alter a little bit with COVID.
Sure,
We've had to do it a little
sure.
bit differently. But people are just so generous, and we go out, we do the shopping. I dropped off gifts today on my way here at the Merriman House. After this, we're going down to Mineral Springs to drop off the gifts there. And then we will be dropping off an activity basket full of games and crafts and movies and puzzles for the new adult day center in Conway. And people were so generous, we have a little bit left over, so we're going to write a check, monetary donation to the Gibson Center.
And are you still accepting donations?
We can definitely accept donations. The shopping is done. But what we do is we just hold it till next year, and it gives us a little nest egg to get started next year. But if folks are strapped right now, don't worry. We will be doing it again next year, and they can donate next year.
So you, of course, you're open for takeout.
Yeah,
and
we're
stuff.
open.
So that's another, people can come in for takeout and they can still donate.
Yeah, we actually did have a little cash donation box, but people are more than welcome to leave something or to write a check. That's fine. My schedule is going to be a little bit different over the course of the next month. I am open Thursday through Monday.
Right.
This Monday I'll be closed. I have a private party booked. I will be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and after business on the 11th, we will be closed until December 26th.
A little bit of R&R,
A little bit of downtime. Everybody needs to be with family, get their Christmas shopping done.
Sure.
And we'll be open back up the 26th. We will be open every night of Christmas vacation week.
Nice.
So,
It looks like it's going to be a very
Yeah.
good Christmas vacation weekend. Also, the way it falls,
right.
It's going to be a long one.
yeah. So
So
we'll
rest
be open
well,
the day,
yes.
the 26th, and we'll be open every night of that week. We're doing our curbside takeout. Folks can go online to my website and see the menu. They call in their order. We
Right.
assign them a parking spot, and then when everything is ready, we run it out to their car. I am working on getting PayPal onto my website.
Yes.
Not for the everyday, I'm going to order this, and this, and I'm going to pick it up for dinner tonight in the sense of single meals. It's going to be more for my family, order ahead family meals.
Right.
Full pans of lasagna, full pans of chicken broccoli Alfredo penne, a dozen meatballs, desserts, that people can order their family meal, bread, salad, everything ahead of time, and they'll be able to pay right online. I'm working on getting PayPal set up with that. I am not technologically savvy, so it's taking me a little longer to get it done than I hoped, but it will eventually be in place, and we will be getting that out there on our Facebook page. We're really trying to step up our social media presence,
Right.
and just trying to let people know what we're doing, and more photographs and more information, and people can always call the restaurant,
right.
383-6680. We're open Thursday through Monday from 4:30 till 8. Some nights now we're closing a little early because when it dies, it dies. And there's no sense in people hanging out to hang out. So
that's the way it is.
or even better, people can email me josephsspaghettished@gmail.com.
Right.
And we will be setting up some new emails associated with the website. Those will be info@josephspaghettished.com, my name, Beth@josephspaghettished.com, orders@josephspaghettished.com. So I'm moving in the direction I need to move.
Did you ever think when you started in the restaurant business that one day you'd become your own production company?
No, I did not. I didn't. 37 years ago. It's been 37 years that we've been in business. You know.
Oh, good for you.
Yep. So yeah, a lot of changes. I have some really wonderful customers, long-time customers, that are really disappointed that I'm not going back to the indoor dining. But it's time for a change. It's time to go a different direction. They understand, but there's a lot of things that are driving that for me. We're all really always working on staffing, and that's something that definitely plays into the choices that we're all making. But I feel it seems everybody's coming back from that, and doing okay. It seems busy in the valley.
Yep. Good, that is good to see.
And I just hope everybody has a safe and happy holiday season, and we're looking forward to ski season.
Yes, we are. Well, Beth, thank you once again for stopping by. And don't forget Joseph Spaghetti Shed, and when you go in to pick up your meal, make a donation to Silver. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
North Conway Midas saves vacations and gets locals back on the road. Trust Midas for all your auto care needs, including brakes, oil changes, tires, and now alignments. Buying a used car? Before you spend the money, bring it to Midas for a free inspection. Local owners Ron and Kelly Monroe believe in quality work, treating customers with honesty, and giving back to the community. Trust North Conway Midas, White Mountain Highway across from the Red Jacket Hotel.
The food, the party, the legend. The Red Parka Pub in Glen is where the Valley rallies for hand-cut steaks grilled to perfection, hefty appetizers, freshly ground burgers, chicken, seafood, plus great salads and the Parka's famous barbecue ribs. Kids' entrees come with dessert and beverage refills. Awesome events for great causes and the hottest nightlife in the Valley with live music and dancing. The Red Parka Steakhouse and Pub, a Valley original, Route 302, downtown Glen.
My community inspired me to become a leader.
Showed me a path to my future.
And completely changed my life.
My community.
My community is White Mountains Community College.
Enroll now for upcoming classes. Learn more at wmcc.edu.
Enjoy majestic views from the dining room, screen porch, or cozy pub of Max's Pub at the Snow Village Inn. Feast on Maine Coast oysters, braised boneless short ribs, and craft cocktails, served by attentive staff. Max's Pub, Snow Village Inn, Eaton.
Welcome to Barley and Salt Tap House and Kitchen, a contemporary eatery with 30 ever-changing craft beers, full bar, and a street food menu with international variety. Looking for the latest craft brew? This is the place. Seasonal shared plates, craft cocktails, killer playlists, right here. Our high-energy industrial atmosphere accommodates large parties indoors and out. Barley and Salt delivers the perfect pour in an atmosphere unique to Mount Washington Valley. Barley and Salt. Savor the hops, relish the flavor.
Hello there, and welcome back to White Mountains Today. Almost the end of the program. Hard to believe. And we've had a good time. Let's take another qualifier for our Bretton Woods midweek pass. Day ticket there for you for valid Monday through Thursday with an $85 value. And you will join Chris and Matt. And one of the three of you will get this Bretton Woods ticket. So that'll be
that
good ticket. And all you got to do is answer this watch and win question, 603-356-6619. And pop quiz. I can't remember. Who won the 2021 World Series?
I had to look it up.
The World Series from like 2 months ago you're talking about.
Was it 2 months ago?
Or a month and a half? Yeah.
Was it in the summer?
Well, October.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was October.
So,
wow.
Good morning, White Mountains Today. Who won the 2021 World Series?
The Astros?
Was it the Astros from Houston? Let's see. No, it was not the Houston Astros. They were in it, though, right?
They got beat in the finals, yeah.
They got beat in the finals, yeah. And,
good. Anytime the Astros
Good morning, White Mountains Today. Who won the 2021 World Series?
The Atlanta Braves?
Was the Atlanta Braves.
Atlanta Babes.
It was, and they hadn't won in a long time. So, who's on the phone?
Zach. This is Dave.
Dave, how are you today? Where are you calling from?
Good. How about you? Calling from Intervale.
Calling from Intervale. Well, awesome. I am doing well. Thank you. Yes, the Atlanta Braves beat them 4-2. So, Dave, you are our third qualifier, and when we come back, we're going to give away the ticket to Bretton Woods.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, hang on there. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Gear up, gather round, or grab everyday essentials at Settlers Crossing in North Conway. Shop for winter essentials at REI Co-op, featuring an extensive rental fleet. Or take a break from the slopes and grab petties at Katie's Nails. Cap off your day with friends at local favorite Black Cap Grill and enjoy one of its award-winning cocktails. Settlers Crossing is located at 1500 White Mountain Highway. Visit settlersgreen.com to scroll stores and menus.
Get your keepsake fall edition of Mount Washington Valley Vibe free at newsstands now. Each quarterly issue is professionally showcased, filled with bold, inspiring photography and stories depicting life in the valley. Get yours before they're gone. Online at mwvvibe.com.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
This is Original, a Valley Original. This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on Sunday, December 12th, and almost halfway through the month, and 2021 just zipping by, baby.
Going for it.
There you go. Hey, so let's give away. We have a midweek lift ticket to Bretton Woods, New Hampshire's largest ski area. And this ticket is valid Monday through Thursday, non-holiday. And it's an $85 value, so a nice prize. And we have 3 qualifiers this morning. We have Chris, Matt, and Dave. And so one of those
the boys
people
club
will have it. See, I got all their names. Whoops.
Oh.
Oops, I did. All their names taped right here to the ticket. And 2 will be peeled off. 1 will remain.
Only 1.
All right, I've got my random number generator here on my computer. I'm going to hit enter using this finger. Boop. Number 1. Number 1. And so that was Chris Piccini from Quincy, Massachusetts, and also part-time Jackson resident. So, Chris, congratulations. You have won the midweek ticket to Bretton Woods. So, congratulations on that. And thanks to everybody who called in and qualified, and thanks for everybody who joined us this weekend. Jack from Gorham Bike and Ski, we learned a lot of stuff.
He's got the info, man.
We learned a lot of stuff. And we've got great things coming up on the program. Next weekend, we're going to chat with the Great Glen Trails Auto Road and also White Horse Addiction Center. Plus, we'll have more Watch and Win and just fun. We'll have fun.
We always have it.
Next weekend. So, Matthew, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Rob.
Smiling, your smiling face. And we will see you all next time on White Mountains Today.